Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Road to Recovery with your host, Recovery Lord. On the high end, PKA Recovery Lord, aka Senor Miguel, Michael Mason, Supreme, Preem. Um, anyway, welcome. Welcome to a Friday edition of Road to Recovery. How about it? Numbers going through the roof. Before we start today, I want to give a very special shout out to my mom, Star Mason. Star Mason, the beloved star. I'm a son of a star. So who knew I would be doing this? I guess it's written in the tarot card somewhere. So she hit me up and she let me know she seen the last episode and gave me some really good feedback. And that's the feedback I've been waiting for. So God bless you for doing that. And I'm grateful to hear and see that you dialed in and that you on this journey with me. So God bless you for doing that. Change this light. Okay. It's a lot better. So before we begin today's group, I want to talk about the 7 R's of recovery. The 7 R's of recovery constitute a framework for overcoming addiction and rebuilding life through personal growth and structured change. The most common steps are recognition, responsibility, relationships, resilience, reflection, routine, and renewal. Number 1, recognition. Admitting the existence of a problem and its negative impacts on your life. That's just being on. If you know about the 12 steps, then you know that's just being honest that a problem exists. 2, responsibility. Owning actions, consequences, and taking active control of the recovery process. So it's just owning up, realizing that the helping hand you're looking for, yes, I heard it in the back, is attached to your own body. Number 3, relationships or reconnection. Cultivating healthy, supportive connections with others and repairing broken relationships. When you see how much work goes into building a bridge, you may think twice about burning one. Number 4, resilience. Developing the ability to cope with triggers, setbacks, and adversity without relapsing. Number 5, reflection or review. Engaging in introspection to analyze thoughts and behaviors. Take a minute to look how far you came and acknowledge that you can't just be comfortable where you are. You got to raise the bar. But acknowledge that even if you're not where you want to be, you're far from where you used to be. That was in a poem for the people who was paying attention. Number 6, routine or restructuring. Establishing daily habits, structure, and positive behavioral patterns. And number 7, renewal, reinvestment, reintegration, focusing on personal growth, giving back, fully reclaiming a meaningful life. Go back to school. You're smart enough to do it. Pick up something new, something that can enrich your life, that can get you back healthy, get your mind together, something that you can grow in. If we can acknowledge that addiction and drinking was something we were destroying ourselves in, then let's get something that we can grow in. Why not? Isn't that something that sounds like somebody that's really trying to do this would do? I think so. So I want to share with the online group, the group that I did this week in person, which is Embracing Peace, the Art of Letting Go. Embracing peace, the art of letting go. The power of letting go for lasting peace. In our fast-paced modern world, peace of mind can often seem like an elusive dream. We are constantly bombarded with information, juggling multiple responsibilities, and navigating complex relationships. All these factors can lead to stress, anxiety, and a sense of overwhelming unrest. For those in recovery from drugs and alcohol abuse, these challenges can be even more intense as unresolved emotional burdens and past regrets often surface during the healing process. However, it is within our power to reclaim our inner balance by embracing the liberating journey of letting go. It's liberating to do that. But let me also be clear and say what I've been saying all week. It's easier said than done. Because a lot of us think what we've been through is who we are. Not what we've been through something. That's not who we are. That's just what we've been through. Who we are is something different. Because we still hopefully developing that. Hopefully you're not a finished product. That's one of the keys to always trying to strive to get better. Is not looking at yourself as an example of perfection. Because if you're perfect, one, then you limit yourself from having a bad day. Because if you're saying right now that you're perfect, May 16th or 15th, 2026, you're perfect, then that's no room for growth. It's no room to do anything better. And you automatically start people hoping and praying for you to have a bad day. Because you're perfect. So you know people love seeing Tom Brady and some people have bad game. So what they saying is this: why releasing the past matters in recovery. Finding emotional freedom is more than just a state of tranquility. It is a foundation for maintaining long-term sobriety and emotional well-being. Recovery is about healing the mind, body, and soul. I'll say that again because I've been saying it all week. Recovery is about healing the mind, body, and soul. All parts of you. Not just being caught up in one. Because when you're caught up in one, you think because you got a car, you don't have a problem. Some people think because they dress nice and because they got jewelry, it's no way they can have a problem. But you're more than your jewelry. You're more than how you dress. You're more than if you got a haircut or not. You are mind, body, and soul. And releasing past trauma, resentment, and guilt plays a crucial role in this process. When individuals in recovery hold on to anger, shame, or regret, it can create a breeding ground for relapse. These unresolved emotions can manifest as anxiety, depression, or self-destructive behaviors. On the other hand, embracing emotional clarity allows people to navigate life's ups and downs with resilience and clarity. It helps in fostering self-acceptance, improving relationships, and creating a life filled with meaning and purpose. So I've been asking this question all week. And what I want to know is, do you know what is the difference between shame and guilt? Now, if you've been in my groups this week, then you know that. And God bless you for knowing that. And if you don't, then, and it is a distinct difference. Shame is when you're embarrassed and you feel embarrassed or bad about something. That's shame. Guilt happens when you hold on to shame too long without processing it, and you let it dig deeper into your spirit, into your mind. And now it's guilt. And guilt is stronger than shame. And guilt takes more work to work through and get rid of. So that's where they say you either address your problems or your problems are going to address you. You either deal with your problems or your problems are going to deal with. That's where that comes from. Why releasing the past matters? So you can't be stuck in it. Because if you stuck in the past, you're turning a life lesson into a life sentence. And no one can do that but you. And no one can release you from that but you. I also want to give a shout out while I'm thinking about it to the person who first started training me. Shout out to Miss Charette Shell. I have not spoken to you in some years. And what I'm going to do is, when I'm done this group today, I'm going to see if we still Facebook friends, and I'm going to send this to you. Because I want you to see how strong I done got. Because when you first started training me, I was going through a rough time in life. I was experiencing one of the most, severe family tragedies that I had to make it through. And I always constantly doubted myself. And I didn't think I would ever be able to get to this point where I am now. But you never gave up on me. And I want you to know that I'm going to always be grateful and love you for that. God bless you for that. So the art of releasing emotional burdens. Moving forward is not about forgetting or erasing memories. It is about acknowledging feelings and making a conscious decision to release what no longer serves you. This is especially relevant in recovery, where the past may be filled with pain, mistakes, and broken relationships. Letting go means unburdening yourself from the weight of past experiences that hold you back. It involves releasing resentment, guilt, regret, and other negative emotions that drain your energy and prevent you from experiencing true freedom. So, and this is really important in life, period, not just recovery. But see, one thing I know, and I'll use an I statement, is that your addiction knows exactly what the hell you're not working on. And it can't wait to try to swoop in and save the day. And save you from yourself. And save you from feeling bad. It can't do it permanently. It only does it temporarily. So addiction is being trapped in a cell, like I said in group. And you got to pay $5 and $10 to get the key. Get a key that's going to unlock the cell so you can get out and stretch your legs. But see, one thing is true. When that shit start wearing off, you got to turn around and get back in that damn cell. So if you want true freedom, it's releasing these past mistakes, relationships that did not work out. You got to release yourself from that. People in recovery may struggle with self-forgiveness. The guilt associated with past actions can be overwhelming, leading to self-sabotage or feelings of unworthiness. But healing begins when one chooses to release those burdens and embrace self-compassion. Letting go does not mean ignoring past mistakes. It means learning from them and using those lessons to build a healthier future. When you're thinking about the future, hopefully you can see a version of you that's getting better. Because that's how powerful the mind is. So if you can see a version of you getting better, then it's possible. If you looking into the future and only see the same you, or you getting worse, then you could be in a room full of people telling you it's possible. And that's going to be falling on deaf ears. So it starts here. And it starts here. Clean this up. Let's do spring cleaning on these. Don't just be cleaning your car every day and taking it to get waxed and the joint so spotless. You can see your reflection in the car. Hopefully you comfortable with that reflection. So, steps to moving forward. Here are the steps. The first step is acknowledge your feelings. The first step in letting go is acknowledging your emotions, not being caught up in someone else's, not being caught up in somebody else's drama. And when you don't got people in person to do it, people caught up. Oh, did Cardi B take Stefan back? Because now they arguing. She was better off being a wife than being a side chick. And stop being caught up in other people's bullshit, they life, they situation, and they feelings. Worried about Meg the Stallion's feelings more than your own. It's okay to feel distressed, sad, or angry. These are natural human emotions, and there is no need to suppress or deny them. Suppressing feelings often leads to relapse, as individuals may turn to substances to numb emotional pain. Instead, allow yourself to sit with these emotions and recognize their presence without judgment. Talking to a therapist, journaling, sharing in recovery group. These are powerful tools. I say that to people when they come to group and they just sit and don't say nothing. As soon as they go to the bar, they talking people head off. To some people that don't want to hear what you got going on. You talking to the person sitting next to you at the bar like they're your therapist, when they trying to do the same happy hour you doing. Happy hour. You got 60 minutes to consume as much happiness as you can. That's the definition of insanity, if it's not your first one. So, 2, accept what you cannot change. Acceptance is the key to letting go and recovery. There are many things we wish we could undo. Hurtful words that we already spoke. Relationships that we damaged. Or opportunities that we lost. However, dwelling on what cannot be changed only prolongs suffering. I will repeat that. Dwelling on what cannot be changed only prolongs suffering. You have to find a way to make peace with your pain so it can stop kicking your ass. How you make peace with it is more than one way. So I can't tell you how to make peace with it. Some people make peace with their pain by going back to school and bettering themselves. Some people make peace with their pain by praying and going to church and trying to pray it away. Some people make peace by spending more time with their kids or their grandkids, or just calling people and saying, you know what? I love you. I don't have to be right. I don't have to agree with you, but I want to take the time to let you know that I love you. And hey, and again, even if I disagree with you, that doesn't stop love. It shouldn't. People shouldn't have to be a Democrat for you to love them, or a Republican for you to love them, or be a Christian just so they can be your brother or sister, or go take their shahada. You know how many years people are wasting for that dumb shit? For that alone? For those type of dynamics? Years that we can't get back. Acceptance does not mean condoning past actions or the actions of others. It simply means recognizing reality as it is. The past cannot be rewritten, but the future is still unwritten. By accepting circumstances as they are, you free yourself from the constant struggle of wishing things were different. You free yourself from living in all these altered realities, opposite of the one that you are in right now. We got to let go of those hypotheticals. Some people being drained and absorbed by hypotheticals and the coulda, woulda, _ shouldas. 3, forgive yourself and others. Forgiveness is a powerful tool in the journey of letting go. Many individuals in recovery find it easier to forgive others than to forgive themselves. However, self-forgiveness is crucial for healing. I want to ask a question. How many people out there have forgiven themselves for being caught up in addiction? If you have, write on this video what you had to do to get to that point, because that might be able to help somebody else watching this video. If you was able to forgive yourself, share with us how you did that, how you got to that point. You might be able to save somebody's life. And the opposite, the flip side of that coin, if you have not forgiven yourself yet, what is holding you back from doing that? And I hope and pray that if you haven't, today could be that day. I hope and pray today could be that day that you finally forgive yourself and that you finally forgive someone else who wronged you. And yes, sometimes you do got to forgive people even when they may not deserve it, because it's a benefit for you. It's a benefit for you not beating yourself up for being hurt. Forgiving yourself means acknowledging your past mistakes, taking responsibility for them, and choosing to move forward with wisdom rather than self-punishment. Holding on to resentment or guilt only fuels self-destructive behaviors. Instead, choose to release these emotions and focus on your personal growth. I don't even have to add anything to that. That's deep. That's a lot. And this is a block. This is a block for a lot of us. Similarly, forgiving others does not mean excusing their actions. It means freeing yourself from the grip of anger and bitterness. Because when you are always angry and bitter, people will avoid you. They may want to see you. They may want to spend time with you. But once they hear and see that bitter shit coming out, they got things they got to do. They got to go to Staples. Who the hell got to go to Staples? Nobody. But they do, because they need a passport ID and all this other crap. Besides sit there listening to you spew that same negative stuff that you're not letting go. Unresolved resentment can lead to emotional distress, which can be a trigger for relapse. Letting go of anger towards others allows you to reclaim your emotional energy and direct it towards positive growth. 4, focus on the present moment. Letting go of the past means focusing on the here and now. Mindfulness, a practice widely used in recovery programs, teaches individuals to stay grounded in the here and now. When we dwell on past regrets or worry about the future, we miss the beauty of the present moment. Mindfulness practices like praying, for those who do not know. You don't just got to meditate. You can pray. Get on your crusty knees and they ashy and you send a damn prayer up. Teaches individuals to stay grounded in the here and now. Okay, I read that already. Mindfulness practices such as deep breathing, meditation, or yoga can help individuals stay connected to the present. By shifting focus on the here and now, you reduce anxiety and create space for gratitude and joy. And I got people in mind, including myself, when I say that I want you to have more gratitude and joy in your space. And I hope and pray you, if you don't see no other group, you see this one. Cultivate a healthy coping mechanisms. One of the main reasons people struggle to let go is that they lack healthy coping mechanisms. Many in recovery previously used substances as a way to escape pain. Learning new constructive ways to cope is essential for long-term sobriety. Healthy coping mechanisms include exercise, creative expression, connecting with support groups, therapy, and counseling. The benefits of letting go. Letting go can bring various benefits, including peace of mind. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Peace of mind, emotional freedom, increased self-love. My sister Tavana said before she even went on a date, she took herself everywhere because she wasn't going to allow somebody to give her something that she couldn't give herself. That was deep. I love you for telling me that. God bless you for telling me that. We become more open to new ideas and perspectives, leading to personal and professional development. It's more and more. It's been a long day. In conclusion, the journey of letting go is liberating. It enables us to reclaim our peace and live a more fulfilling life. Hopefully that's what we want. That's what I want. It's going to be way more impactful when that's what you want. And I'm tired. That's normally why I don't do groups on Friday, because by Friday, I'll be drained. But I'm going to hold my hands together and I'm going to say things like, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Keep coming back. More will be revealed for you, by you, because of you. We pray for the addict who picked up for the first time today. We pray for the addict who put down for the last time today. And everyone in between, God bless you. Have a safe weekend. I love you all. And I look forward to seeing you on the next road to recovery with your host, Recovery Lord.